Good morning and happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
Let me get my clicker turned on here. Okay, I'm kind of excited about this one. I came across this documentary this week, and it just so happens it's my health nugget, so you get a part of it. All right, so we're going to talk about, you want to go ahead and put the presentation on? Earthing and grounding. So what is earthing and grounding? It's reconnecting with the earth. Simple ways to calm the soul and the mind, the body. 95% of us walk insulated from the natural resources which the earth provides us. We're connected. Earthing and grounding is reconnecting to the earth's natural electric charge. We do this by direct skin contact with the natural earth surfaces. This could be, it's got to be your bare feet or a conductor to your bare feet on grass, soil, sand, rock, unsealed concrete even works. Using grounding shoes, socks which have the conductors implanted in the soles and the fibers. And for those nasty weather days, you can use the sheets and the pillowcases, the mats, and they actually have little socks you can plug in to ground yourself. So the benefits of grounding, it's still in, I would say it's not new to me. It's been around since probably the hippies, the 70s or so, but that doesn't mean I'm a hippie, obviously. So anyways, but it's not getting the notoriety that it should. From what this documentary was speaking of. It's still in early research as far as coming out to the public. But all of the case studies that they mentioned in this documentary were very, very high. It was just so, I don't know, it was very impressive. Sleep, mostly the sleep was improved. And so it improves your sleep. It normalized nighttime cortisol, which means you have less stress. So you're healing during the night better. You have relief from pain and inflammation. And the pain and inflammation has a plethora of connectivity to heart health. Pretty much anything. It's not just a sprained ankle. It's not just, a little ache and pain here. That's not all the inflammation there is. You can't see most of it. And most of it works on your organs. The evidence is limited, like I said, but it's very promising. The benefits start at just 10 minutes a day. There is no overdoing it. You can't go extreme on this stuff. Grounding discharges excess charge. It allows electrons to equalize the ions in your body. It helps calm the nervous system, and the earth won't push too much energy into you endlessly. Think of grounding as exhaling and not inhaling. It's letting go and not taking in, and it's resting, not stimulating. If anything, grounding is the opposite of too much juice. Earthing is not a spiritual practice replacing prayer. It's not a source of power apart from God. It's not a mystical energy system, even though the Buddhists and the Asian people, they say you are the center of the universe and such as that. It's not that. Earthing is caring for the body that God made. It is staying connected to His creation. It is supporting rest, peace, and humility. And the Bible tells us the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And God meets people on the ground, right? Moses, he was told, take off your sandals, for the place where you stand is holy ground. There's a lot of other passages that support the nature of God's creation and our need for it. Our physical nature is part of spiritual health. Psalm 103:14 says, He knows our frame, He remembers that we are dust. Creation isn't just scenery, it's a means of revelation and restoration. Mark 6:31 says, "Come aside by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." Walking out in the grass, on the sand, on rocks, climbing, it's all going to connect you to the natural resources of the earth that God formed us from. So, feet on the earth, charge drained, equals balanced. And this is a QR code to the documentary that I looked at. So if you want to take a quick picture of it, or I could send it to you, it's on my phone. So that's it. According to this documentary, the main person that brought it out in the open, he says, far and above anything else, the invention of the rubber-soled shoe is the single thing that happened that caused the proliferation of inflammation-related health disorders, which includes all sorts of heart disease and disorders, and they include in their mentions MS and Alzheimer's. They also said, just as grounded signals wreak havoc on radio communications, there's growing concern that because we are not grounded, because of our shoes that we never take off, we absorb tremendous amounts of electromagnetic radiation from our modern devices. The electromagnetic fields that we're surrounded in disturbs our electrical balance. This electricity charges our bodies, and some people have as much as 20 volts in their bodies, which explains whenever it's cold outside and the air is a little bit drier, that everything you touch that's metal is shocking you. So the more we get grounded, the less we get shocked. All right, take that to heart, practice.